Louisiana Beer Review Steel Reserve Alloy Series Spiked Lemon Ice 8% alcohol. 24-ounce can. Introduced in 2024. This is the newest addition to their lineup. They've dropped some flavors and brought in new ones. They even had two 10% versions for a while. Water, corn syrup, barley malt, yeast, hop extract, sucrose, table sugar, natural flavor, citric acid, sodium citrate, that adds tartness to it, malic acid, sodium benzoate, potassium sorbate, and certified color. Okay. And it contains FD&C yellow number 5. They got to put that because some people are allergic to it. Got a good Best Buy date. All right. I bought this at Quick Stop on United States Highway 90 eastbound in Jefferson, Louisiana. And the name of the highway is Jefferson Highway, which is actually older than the number. 90 was adopted over 10 years after the highway was named Jefferson Highway. All right, but anyway, when I checked the locator tool, they said Quick Stop had it. Well, actually, they said another store had it. I went in the other store, they didn't have it. They said Quick Stop had it. I went in there, looked on the shelves, in the cooler, nothing. They had other flavors. I said, man, let me go in their little beer cave. They had a little room you can go in behind the coolers. And I looked, and I know that the distributor will stack stuff up. So I looked and I saw it stacked, Steel Reserve stacked, and I looked down, about 3 levels down, there it was. They hadn't taken it out the pack yet, so I tore the plastic open with my finger, pulled the can out, and bought it. It was $2.79. $2.79 after tax, so it's very yellow, like lemon yellow. Now with the light shining through it, yeah, or at it, it's still lemon yellow. That's a bright item. Now, no head of foam, no lacing on these kind of flavored malt beverages because they're processed to be like a vodka, a beer vodka, odorless, colorless, flavorless, and they want the flavoring to come from the natural flavors, which I suppose in this case would be lemon extract. You can buy lemon extract at the store, but obviously a big company like Molson Coors is going to buy huge amounts of it at a wholesale price, much cheaper per ounce than you or I would buy it. Of course, we wouldn't need bulk amounts, would we? All right. Yeah, it smells lemony. There's also an orange, new orange flavor. Spiked lemon ice. I didn't have it in the freezer. Probably I should have, but I just had it in the fridge. It's cold. I think they're trying to compete with Mike's to make these like lemonadas, which is like crushed ice with, I guess, fruit flavor in it, or syrup, or actual fruit. I'm not sure. They say they have little push carts or tricycle carts in Mexico where they sell those. I guess I remember seeing guys selling those kind of things down there, but on my many road trips to Mexico, but I don't specifically recall it. I wasn't really paying that close attention. It's very tart from the sodium citrate, probably. It's very sweet from the sugar. It's very lemony. Body's medium, finish is mostly dry. And the corn syrup is probably going to all ferment into alcohol, so that's not going to give it the sugar flavor. They're probably just adding table sugar after they've already fermented it up to 8% where they want it. That cane sugar. Sweetness, yeah, 4.5 out of 5 sugar cubes. So if you don't like sweet drinks, don't buy this. You'll hate it. Bitterness, 0 out of 5 hop cones. Contains hops, but because a malt beverage must by law contain hops, but and it has to be a certain amount. Can't be like a trace amount. That's some regulation they probably put in there to protect the hop growers lobby. Hop extract. It's still hops. Okay, it's a cool, breezy, dry morning. Sunny skies. Is this done to mimic a lemonade? I don't know. It seemed like they would have called it Steel Reserve Alloy Series Lemonade. They're calling it lemon ice. So I'm thinking they're trying to mimic more the limonada. But, because I think that's what it doesn't really specifically taste like lemonade. Do I pick up any malt, beer? Yeah, a little underlying breadiness, but that's faint. It's designed to be a heavy-hitting 8% lemon ice limonada flavored product. And hey, it tastes like they designed it. I'm sure. I know they had the tangerine. I don't think that lasted. That was their mystery flavor one time. I saved that can, the mystery. It was a contest. I didn't win it. Probably in another year they'll bring out a new flavor. Maybe less than a year. They've also got their Red's Wicked Ale. That's an ale. Flavored ales with an apple flavored ale theme, but then they vary with like the pure apple one, the original, and then they got the black cherry. They also have a lemon, a watermelon. Occasionally they'll bring in some new flavors and retire others. They've pretty much gone to only 4 main flavors for the Red's Wicked, which still got definitely a following, because every convenience store you go into has Red's Wicked Ale, at least the original, the Wicked, and then also the regular Reds in the multi-packs, usually 12-pack bottles. Steel Reserve Alloy Series, extremely popular, of course, around here. I say, of course, around here. I don't know about New York City or the Chicago area or Los Angeles or St. Louis, but in the New Orleans area, it's huge. Steel Reserve, when I first tried it, was 1998, Steel Reserve 211. And we got the bomber bottles here, 22-ounce bottles, and it was the 8%, the original Steel Reserve, 8%. And I tried it, and I liked it, but it was pretty strong, a little bit too rugged for me, or harsh. So I was like, I'm not going to buy this, but I bought a few. And then it was inexpensive. I think it was 99 cents for those bombers. And then it was sold to Miller, the original company, Mackenzie River Corporation, sold it to Miller Brewing in 2001. And then in 2003, they came out with Steel Reserve 6%, which immediately in Louisiana replaced the 8%. So all we've gotten for the last 21 years at the time of this recording has been the Steel Reserve 6%. I'm talking about the regular unflavored beer, high gravity beer. And a lot of people will say, yeah, Steel Reserve 211 is so harsh, it's unreal, I can't drink it. But the 6% is mild and mellow. So if you ever try the 6%, I think you'd be impressed. It's very pleasant. And we get those in the 18-ounce bottles, glass, the 40-ounce glass bottles, 16-ounce cans, and 24-ounce cans around here. And occasionally, depending on the store, A 12 pack of 12-ounce cans, yes. In the Alloy series, we basically just get these 24-ounce cans. Singles. Well, it's a savory sort of lemon. Like I said, not really lemonade. Lemon something. All right. So how is... Oh, the score, yeah. Well, for a flavored malt beverage, which is what it is, that's... I always grade beer in the style because that's the only thing that the particular beer exists in. It exists within its style. Yes, that's the existential understanding of it. How does it, so I will give it a I'll give it a 94, 9.4 out of 10. A most excellent flavored malt beverage. How does it compare with other beers overall? It's really impossible to say because every beer overall doesn't compare it to every specific style. So in its style, it's exemplary. How's it going to pair with these buttery crackers from Aldi and this Aroma Vienna sausage original? I think it's chicken. I don't need to show you the can. You know what Aroma looks like. With some Mexican hot sauce. It's not a perfect pairing. Regular Steel Reserve 6% would be a perfect pairing with this, but a traditional, you know, high gravity lager, or in that case, a higher than average gravity lager. But this briny saltiness works to cut the sweetness, I think. Nice. So Les Bon Temps Relais, a most excellent flavored beer-based concoction, and I'm going to end this review by saying y'all go to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and take a Miller Brewery. Oh, and they do feature this beer when you go on the tours. They talk about it. You know, Steel Reserve, the regular one. They don't try to downplay it. And take a brewery tour.